Shit 90 Shows Taught Me.
Shit 90 Shows Taught Me was not filmed before a live studio audience.
Are you ready to slay another day? So are we. Welcome back to Shit 90 Shows Taught Me. I'm Jess Sterling, joined by my co-host, Sarah Humphrey. Sarah, how are you?
Jess, doing really well. I did a good amount of stairwell snooping today, so I found out some secrets. Everybody I know is talking about me, which pisses me off, of course. So then I packed my bags and I ran away down the street with my red radio flyer wagon, as one does.
Did you do the thing with the stick and the bag at the end of it?
Yeah,
little cloth at the end.
10%. Yeah. Now you had a brilliant childhood. You never ran away, right?
No, I threatened to once.
Yeah.
I left my mom a really mean note.
What did it say?
I don't know. But I was really young, so it couldn't have been anything too bad, but I'm pretty sure I made her cry.
Yeah. What did Pat even do?
Probably
I'm sure
nothing.
Pat
I don't
did
even
nothing.
remember.
You were probably just being a monster.
I most assuredly was. Yeah. And that was it. No, I never ran away from home. And where was I going to go? I didn't live in suburbia. I lived in it would have been hard for me to run away anywhere.
Yeah, I ran away, but down the block or something. Yeah. I don't know how far I made it, but yeah.
Neither of us, I think. I mean, I would say I'm more capable in terms of being outdoorsy, but neither one of us is cut out for the streets.
I just don't know what the plan is, right? Once a kid runs away, what do they, especially if they're young, Dawn's age, she could probably make it a little bit far.
She's 14.
Smart. Yeah. She's smart. Now, and
she's
which
resourceful.
Is actually my biggest problem with this whole thing, because those monks motherfuckers are so stupid because they created Dawn from a flash of green, right? But they made her smart and insightful, and she figured it out basically in time.
Did they make her smart, or is everyone around her stupid? Because I feel like there's a strong argument that most of these people are really dumb.
I think one and the same, really. I think that if she was not as intelligent as she was, even with the very overt things that the Scoobies were saying, then I feel like she wouldn't have figured it out. But the fact that she was observant enough to see where Giles wrote in his little diary and then figure out how he locked it in there, because it was some sort of trap door situation.
But why is it even in the store in the first place? Why is it written down in very plain language what's going on? Yeah. Why is it kept at the store, which literally anybody can break into very easily and is not being kept an eye on, right? People have fire safes in their homes for a reason,
I'm surprised that Glory hasn't fully swept the entire magic box.
That's what I'm
saying. For this very reason. If I knew that in plain writing, like you said, that we laid out the entire thing in Giles's little diary, that it's just so sloppy, because the
really
thing is that it's not only accessible from Dawn, but honestly, Glory, it's kind of Glory's bad for not looking herself. I'm sure she has some sort of detection ability. She's a fucking god, by the way. And they keep calling her a hell god today. This is the word of the day. Hell god. Hell god. Now, is there heaven god? Is there mortal god?
I think we're going to have to talk about that, because I have some theories when it comes to her and Dr. Ben and all of that stuff.
Okay.
But I would like to...
Doctor. He's a scam artist, but okay.
Anyway, season 5, episode 13, Blood Ties. I would like to start the podcast with a complaint. Not about the show.
About the show.
About the show.
Yeah.
Here's the situation. I was promised. I was pretty much told in writing, in stone, that Dawn and Joyce were going to be living with Spike for a little bit.
Yeah.
And the fact that we're starting the episode with nah, they're just back home. Since when? What do you mean? Like, I thought they needed protection. Why are they not with Spike? Glory is still on the lam. She's still around. So what the hell is going on? This is so upsetting. I was promised some Joyce and Spike passions talk and some Dawn and Spike bonding, which I suppose we did get. But like, what the heck is this, Sarah? What the hell?
I'm sure that they'll be back at the dungeon. What is the word with the
crypt, I
layer, the
think.
crypt? I'm sure we'll be back next week, and they're just like, "Oh, we kind of forgot about it this week." But it's like we can't possibly have Buffy's birthday party in the crypt. Like we're going to have
No.
to have Buffy's birthday party in her house. So I
Girl
don't know.
is destined to have a horrendous birthday every year, by the way. Like, I've never seen a
Yeah.
worse track record when it comes to birthdays. And like, we watched Dawson Leary's birthday.
I mean, birthdays in Dawson's Creek were always bad. I mean, like, I think like birthdays in just normal TV like no one's like having a good time watching a happy birthday party. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, then again, I had a good time watching Buffy's birthday for a little bit, and I'll get into it why. But yeah, I mean, I think it was a kind of like a little bit of a disappointment to not see them like really strictly stuck to the crypt. I think that we were both expecting that just because of
Yeah.
how serious Buffy was when she dropped them off at
Yes.
Spike's, and to see them like back at the Summers house just chilling, and the fact that like Dawn was able to so seamlessly escape through the window and run away and set her diaries on fire. And then, oh my God, this was crazy when she like cut her arms. That was sick. And escaped to the hospital. Like the amount of trouble that Dawn got into in this episode, when like how much of that would have actually happened if she was staying in the crypt like she was supposed to be staying.
She probably wouldn't be overhearing all these conversations because you're not going to have those conversations out in the open, and there's not a lot of places to hide in a crypt. There's not a bunch of stairwells she can hide in. Like, the thing is I feel like they should go into this assuming that Dawn is always listening, because we've seen her listening like 7 times at this point.
Well, but like Buffy hasn't.
She's
She's
told her
only
a few times, which I feel like
once or
once would be
twice.
enough to
One-
like,
there was the
not have
one
these
time, the one time when like they did kind of catch her by the stairs, and then there was this time where she was like, "Oh, I'm just getting cake plates." But yeah, like you should assume that she's always listening because she's a genuine like expert stair listener.
She's Harriet the Spy, literally.
She is. I saw
So,
that. Yes.
But let's start with kind of where the episode starts, which is that the Scoobies, Buffy finally decides now is the time to tell everyone about Dawn, because they're all like, what about the key? Shouldn't we find the key? And so Buffy and Giles finally are like, okay, time to loop you in. And we get a little bit more intel on Glory, basically just confirming what we had already speculated, which was that like being here in like a mortal body is affecting her mental state. And so the only way she can remain intact is by sucking the energy from people's brains, which is what's sending everyone to the psych ward in the hospital.
Right. That, and the fact that her capabilities are limited because she's in the mortal body. Like she is a billion times more powerful than she's presenting herself as because of the limited capabilities of like the human form. So, which is really scary, right? So if she gets the key and probably goes back to her true form, like how powerful can she be in this realm? Like, because once again, we assume that she's probably not from this realm, I guess, or I don't know.
Right.
Like if it's the portal through hell because she's a hell god and she got put into earth because of whatever reason and she can't get back, she's stuck into this mortal body. Then if she was at her fullest form as a hell god, like it's like as a god from hell, then she must be like insanely powerful in her own realm / her home, the underworld, which makes sense. I mean, like you would assume that like gods are like the most powerful beings and that Buffy wouldn't be able to do whatever damage she does to Glory, which admittedly is not that much.
Right. Exactly. Like she's limited by the body that she is on the plane that she is on.
Mhm.
And so like and we've still seen her kick Buffy's ass. So it's certainly like really scary. And they are like, okay, we need to get on this. Like now that we know about Dawn, everyone is a terrible actor. Like I was very much on board of like they do need to know this is a great choice, Buffy. Like waiting any longer, you're losing their trust. But then I'm like, these people suck. Like, they can't keep it together. Tara and Willow immediately are like, oh, sorry, Dawn. No, you can't do magic because you're just the littlest Summer and blah, blah, blah. And Xander and Anya are just like, oh, you're the best little girl
No,
around.
I
Like,
love Anya's
oh,
line where she's just like, "You make a beautiful little girl." It's like,
it's so horrible.
this is
They're
what
all
remember
terrible at
I
this.
know, I know. Remember when I said like 6 episodes ago, like you were mad at Riley for him ditching them at the graveyard and then blowing stuff up on his own. And I said
Yeah.
the reason is because they are buffoons. The reason is because they are buffoons. They are
They're just terrible at
buffoons.
keeping
I
secrets.
know
It's
that
like
no, it's
really
not even that.
bad.
They're just like they're incapable. Like they're just incapable of having chill. They have no chill. And this is why you don't involve dorks in world saving. You know what I mean? Like you don't insert dweebs. This is why you and me, we are losers. We should not be saving the world because we will be buffooning it all over the place. It's
Yeah,
their
I'm not
fault.
I don't know. I feel like I'm at least a little more subtle and better at hiding things
I would hope
than
so because
these
they
people
are the
are.
worst in the world. There, you could
Yeah.
not be worse than the Scoobies at this.
Yeah.
It was so bad. So she gets even more suspicious, even
Yeah.
more feels even more isolated. Everyone's whispering behind her back. Dawn's like hearing shit that like Joyce and Buffy is saying, like she's suspicious of everybody, and as she should be. Like it's one of those things, like when you walk into a room and everybody stops talking, you know for a fact they're talking about you.
Yeah, and on top of that, I think that Dawn is already we've talked about her being like an inquisitive person, an insightful person. So I think her radar has already been pinged that like people are acting weird about around her, especially the strangers that have been saying like you don't belong here, right? Like she's
Yeah.
already been on edge and feeling like there's something that she's being left out of. And now it seems like everyone is involved and she especially doesn't know. And I love that she takes it out on Buffy by basically being like, "Oh, and Glory is like stronger than you and prettier than you." It was
Yeah.
really funny.
I mean, okay, and this is also my other thing. Glory is so pretty. Do you think that Glory's like true form is like something that's like not even fathomable and she just found like the hottest bitch that she could possibly find on earth and was like that body is mine, thank you.
I think Glory is like an ethereal hotness where like it hurts your eyes to look at her.
Mm,
Like that's how
mhm.
beautiful she is.
Yeah.
Glory, I said this to a couple of our friends. I think Glory is like many people's sexual awakening.
Is she
Like
your sexual awakening? Is
I
that what
think
you're saying?
I would do anything for her.
Yeah,
I
you're
think
attracted to her.
yes,
Yeah.
who isn't? Like the fact that she always wears red, the fact that her hair is just like so voluminous and gorgeous. She's always rocking a red lip. Like she's full of sass. Like
Could she be
what's
the
not to
best
love?
looking person both in the entire show, both man and woman? I would say probably.
Right now, yeah.
Well,
Like I don't know
in the
what's to come.
history. Oh, yeah.
But yeah, so far, yes, I think she tops
Mhm.
the list. I think she is
Yeah.
like both in personality and in appearance. I do think she
Mhm.
like has tens across the board, basically.
Yeah, this fact
Um,
that she's absolutely fucking insane and having mental breakdowns makes her incredibly attractive all the fucking time.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So right, so Dawn is very suspicious now. And on Buffy's birthday, because of course this is happening on Buffy's birthday, all the
Yeah.
Scoobies are at over at her house. We're not renting a venue this time. We're just doing it at the Summers house. I wanna get your opinions on the gifts. So we didn't see many of them, but we did see Tara and Willow got her a dress.
I think it was a silk shirt, but sure.
Oh, sorry, silk shirt. I thought it was a
Um,
silk dress, but you might have been maybe it was a shirt.
had like lipsticks or something on it, like little icons. Now,
Yeah.
The shirt. I mean, like, if Buffy likes it, then fine. Like, getting clothes as a gift is fine. Like, I don't think it's my style, but also, and I don't even necessarily think it's Buffy's style. So maybe it's a shitty gift, but I like their thought. They're saying that we thought that you're going to get like a lot of weapons or like, you know, killy things. So we got you something frilly. I think that that's like a good call.
Yeah, I agree. I think buying someone clothes as a present is fairly risky unless you are positive that you both know their style and their size in like whatever you're buying them, because you don't want to have to return a gift, like you don't want to have to do that.
No.
So that's risky. But I like the thought behind it as well. So
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was cool too. I think that's the only gift that we got to see, though.
well, besides Dawn's, we did see Dawn's gift where she gives
that
her
was
the photo of the two of them visiting San Diego to see their dad, and she decorated the frame with seashells that they got on that trip.
That's very cute. That it's I think like that's a proper gift that a younger sibling could give you when they don't have a job yet. Like
That's
if
the thing. She's
you're
14. She doesn't have
Yeah.
money. Like she has to be resourceful.
Yeah, like if you are 28 and make like 100K a year and you give me a picture frame with some shells that you made, I would say it's a little bit of bullshit, ma'am. Like, where's my Amazon gift card?
Only
But
a child could get away with this gift, specifically because of the seashell aspect.
that
Because
was sweet.
if I was like you said, if you're in your 30s and you're gluing seashells to like a frame, like that's not my style. I'm going to think it's a little tacky. But kids, it's cute when they do it, especially if they don't have a job. And it's like, obviously, we're really pulling at the heartstrings of like, Dawn has only been around for 6 months,
I know.
actually.
That
and,
was
you know.
it was really sweet. And like I'm really loving when we have Buffy's or the other characters' initial reactions to be like, "Oh, I remember this." And then the flash in their eyes of like, "But that wasn't real." And I think that that's such like an interesting dynamic that comes up a lot. We saw Willow express that, like, Bo's like she's been writing in her diary since, and then she stops herself and it was like, that's fucking fake. That's a fake memory. That's insane. And I
Yeah.
really love these moments. I think all the actors do a really good job of trying to relay a memory that they feel but didn't happen, which is like such a complex thing to portray. But I think that the show does a really good job at that. I would like to say that I have such a passion in this life for presents and watching other people open presents that I am like fully in on Anya. And I think that this is something that I've experienced since I was a child. I loved birthday parties and I loved seeing like the stack of presents. And my favorite part of birthday parties was watching other people open their presents because I'm so nosy. Like I'm like, what did you get? Like I need to know. And then of course there's like that envy that comes along with it. So like watching Anya be like, oh, this is so exciting. Like there's so many presents. I want to watch the presents. And then her being like, oh my God, like I want that present. Like I wish that was my present. I thought that was so funny because honestly, that's like kind of how I am. Like, and it's such a shame that opening up presents at showers, like baby showers, bridal showers, is becoming a lost art because once again, I'm such a nosy fucking bitch. I want to see what everybody got. Like, let me see what the presents are.
You're like one of the only guests that wants to see all
I
of
know,
that.
but
No
I
one
know.
wants to sit there for like an hour and watch people open gifts, especially at a shower where you freaking registered for this garbage. Like, I know what you got because I saw your registry. I don't need to watch you open it.
Jess, why does everybody hate it? Because
Because
love
it's
it.
boring. Because it's
not
boring. It's even worse when it's a baby shower and you don't have kids because it's even more like, who cares? Not me. Like bridal showers, also very boring, but at least I'm interested in like homeware, right? Like I'm interested. Oh, those are the plates they picked out. But again, I don't care. I'm not interested. But like if I'm picking one over the other, I'd definitely rather watch a bridal shower with gifts being opened, but I'd rather watch no gifts being opened because guess what? I know what you registered for. I know what all this garbage is. I don't need to see you open it and go, ooh, like I don't care.
I know that's like pretty much the popular opinion now, and I feel as though, and a lot of people don't want to be the person, like the person that's either getting married or having the
You don't want to be
birthday,
in the
or
center of
like
attention.
a lot of people
Yeah.
don't like being the center of attention. But on the flip side of things, like I love that shit. Like I want people to want to watch me open presents. I
Yeah.
just don't understand why like me and like Anya are the only people in the world that
Well,
feel that way these days.
I think part of it, I think Anya would be very disappointed in modern times because nowadays so many people also are getting like gift cards and cash, like and or you have a registry. It's super rare for like a present to really be a surprise, especially on a grander scale, right? Like if we're talking like Christmas birthdays with your close loved ones, like you probably can surprise them with a gift. But nowadays, so much of it is like, oh, this is what you want. Okay, check it off the list. I'm going to buy it for you. It's not so much a surprise. And so I think she would be disappointed because part of what I think she enjoys is like, ooh, like I didn't know this is what you were getting,
Me
you know?
too. I love that shit. And I like it on Christmas too. It wasn't my holiday always, so I kind of forget about it. But like I love the sentiment of like everybody sitting at the tree, like a big family, just everybody opening up gifts. There's all the presents under the tree. It's so exciting. Why do people
Yeah.
hate it?
See, okay, this is where I will agree with you. I think holidays like Christmas, like a birthday with just your close friends slash family, I feel like that's very different than a baby shower, bridal shower, because there's a give and a take. Like normally, especially like Christmas, right? Like you are giving a gift and you are receiving a gift. And like, especially if it is something that like you have crafted, you have like put so much thought and time into, like is something that they're not expecting to get, or like, you thought of it. So it's such a good idea because you're like, they don't know that I remembered from 6 months ago when they said they needed this one thing. Like there is joy in that. And I think a lot of it is the reciprocation. Like I love giving gifts because I love catching someone off guard and being like, ha, I knew you'd like this,
But like you also like the fact that you get gifts at the same time.
Yeah, because it's not like there's a spotlight on only one person. Like obviously if it's my birthday, I like getting gifts. Like I'm not gonna not enjoy getting a gift, especially if it's like I'm with like 5 people. You know what I mean? Like it's just my family. It's not a huge thing. And Christmas is so nice because you are exchanging gifts. It's not just like one person in the corner ripping open all these presents while I'm forced to sit and watch for an hour.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I kind of just like all of it. And once again, I think it's like kind of like Anya, it's just like a curiosity. Like it's like, what are you getting? What's in these packages? It's wrapped. I don't know what's inside of it. Can you open it up? I want to see. Like, this is nice wrapping paper. Like, oh, that's a nice bow. Like the whole experience for me is exciting, and it was really endearing to see Anya's
She loved it, yeah.
because we are one and the same in that regard. Like I love it, and it's like
if you had your choice, because I know every family, if you celebrate Christmas, that is, families do things differently than, there are families where it's like, no holding back, everyone tears into everything all at once. There are families where one person goes at a time and everyone sits and waits for that one person to open stuff. My family kind of falls in the middle where we'll all get one present and open them at the same time, and then kind of another round and we all open up at the same time. What would your preference be if you could choose what you got
everybody say there's like 5 of us, everybody opens up a present at the time, but it like rotates. So it's not like one person opens up all their presents. It'd be like Sally opens up her presents, then Bobby opens up a present, then Joy opens up a present.
But you're only opening one at a time.
Present.
It's only one person
because
going
once again, I want to see what you fucking are opening.
This is gonna take
hours. I don't care. And also, in my preference, it's so psychotic. In my preference, I would prefer the gift giving to go on like all day.
That is unhinged.
I would, in my perfect world, I would like like one gift like an hour or one gift a half an hour so that the present giving could be all day
This
long.
is craziness.
I know, but
That is
nobody, I know
insanity.
nobody would want to do that.
No one has the like stamina for that. Like when I was a
But
kid, we
everybody
used
opening
to.
up a present at the same time is so chaotic, and that gives me that gives me
But it's not, you're
heartburn.
not like ripping into everything. You're kind of doing one at a time because then you can still see what other people are getting while it's not like we are going at a snail's pace and like focusing all in
Yeah.
on one person.
I know I'm alone on this hill. Like I know
There may
I
be
am.
one person
No,
who agrees
I
with
don't know.
you.
There's like I know like a lot of the times I'm like actually I think a lot of the times I'm alone on my opinions and everyone's like, "Ooh, that's girl Sarah is like, kind of weird." But like I know for a fact that in this particular case I'm like pretty much alone on this. But it's just like I want because like the worst part of Christmas or any holiday is when all the excitement is over, like when all the gifts are opened. Like I
But then
want
you
to,
have the gifts,
it
right? Like
doesn't
then you
matter.
have so you're just chasing the high of opening them. You don't care
Yeah.
about the aftermath of like
Well,
actually getting to utilize
and
what you
that's exactly
received.
it. And I think Anya would be the same way. Like once the presents are like open, she's like, "Oh, I don't really care." But like she wants
Yeah.
to know
This is so
what's
interesting
in
because
it.
there is a
And
science behind this. Like there because of like the endorphins that you get when you like purchase something,
yeah.
like is a real thing, which is why we have this problem of like overconsumption and whatever. Like don't even get me started on the fucking Starbucks bears because I can't.
Oh,
Go
the
buy a
Starbucks.
fucking honey jar, you wacko. Anyway,
Yeah, I saw somebody try to sell it for $250.
what is wrong with people? Like actually what's
know.
wrong with you?
No.
But unhinged. But like we have a problem with overconsumption. A lot of it has to do with like the endorphins that you feel when you press that purchase button and then you get the thing and you're like, did I even actually want this thing? Like there is something that, so you're not alone in that regard. Like there is a certain sort of like release of endorphins or like high that you get from like getting the excitement of watching people open presents. But I do think like as an adult now, obviously I felt very different as a kid, but as an adult now, I do enjoy the like I am more looking forward to like the communal aspect of like we have our breakfast together. It's like a special breakfast and then we'll like open our presents while we have Christmas music on. Like it's more about the
that's nice.
experience of like the communal like I've now that I am also older, I've done like, okay, mom, I'm gonna make us some mimosas, like to have like, in the morning. So like we start new traditions as we've gotten older. Cause when I was a kid, it was like 6 a.m. and I'm like shaking, wanting to get out of bed and go wake up my parents to go open presents, like
Well, if you open up the presents at 6 a.m., then how are they going to last all day long? That
I
means
was never looking for it to last all day long, Sarah. I was a jittery kid who just wanted to see what I got for Christmas.
but like I don't even think that I care about the things once I get it. Like I'm like, oh, okay, now I have my things, but now there's no more presents to open.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think like it's very interesting.
It's fascinating. And I want to know from the listeners, like, I want to know where you fall, like, in terms of like, it doesn't have to be Christmas, obviously, like, in terms of like presents, gift giving, like, where you land on all of this. Cause I do think it's really interesting to like discuss and hear from other people on. Like, it's just a really interesting concept. And like, yeah, I don't know. But Anya is like a special little treat. I love, and I love that she calls out that like everyone else is thinking they want this too. Like I'm not the only one who wants this. I'm just the only one saying I want it.
Yeah, Giles had a funny line as well, where very dry, funny humor. He was like, "I don't want it. I already have one," or whatever he said.
Yeah,
That
I
was
already have
pretty
one
funny.
in a different color or something like that. Yeah, it was really good. But of course, everyone's really like emotional at Dawn's gift, and she again picks up on that. And then later in the evening, she's overhears yet again that like something is going on. They're talking about her. So she decides, you know what? I'm going to sneak out. I'm going to go to Giles's magic shop and snoop around because I know he had something in a drawer. And who does she bump into? but Spike, who has the box of chocolates. They've been like setting this up where he got I didn't even realize, Sarah, that like he got the box of chocolates specifically for her birthday, that he wasn't just like getting them for her on a whim, you know?
I mean, okay, so Buffy's birthday is in January. He could have gotten it for Christmas and then like wussed out and was like, I can't do it. And then,
well, you know what? Valentine's Day is right around the corner.
exactly. He could try again later. And the box is bent because he beat the fucking dummy.
He did. And I love that Dawn immediately calls him out on this. Like, what are you doing here? Like, my sister doesn't even like you. Like, oh, you have chocolates? That's hilarious. Like, she's really ragging on him. And he finds out from her that she's sneaking out. She's going to the magic shop. And I could tell right away, I'm like, oh, he's going to protect her. Like, that's why he's accompanying her. Not because he really, I mean, I'm sure there is an aspect of like snoopiness, right, to him. But like, he really is just going to look out for Dawn. And again, to say I was aghast, like the fact that this fucking book is just chilling at the magic shop is just Giles, my guy. Like, I want to root for you, okay? I want to be on your side, but you do things like you sell two magical items that are super dangerous together, and then you leave your property in a store that Spike can break into. Like, we haven't seen him breaking into places all that often.
Well, yeah. And I mean, Spike broke into it, but Dawn was the one that remembered that was in a certain place, and the drawer was, I think, like an invisible drawer where it didn't look like it pulled out. I think like it was one of those things where like you push a button and then out of nowhere a drawer or door opens. So, but once again, the fact that she was able to sniff it out and like remember, and also that, I mean, why doesn't this place have a security system? I'm sure they had security systems in the 90s.
The only thing they have is the dust, the sprinkle magic dust of like an alarm will sound. It's like, did you not do that on the back door?
But it's like kind of wild, right? And I'm surprised once again that Glory never went in there to research or try to snoop, or sent her minions to go in there and try.
How often are the Scoobies hanging out in there? Like, it's all the time. If they even tailed the Scoobies for one afternoon, they'd realize how much time they spend in the magic shop.
Well, they know because like Glory's literally seen all of them besides Buffy inside the magic shop, and she's probably seen Buffy inside the magic shop. It's just such a poor move. And also, if you are going to write stuff down, because I understand that like maybe they're not trusting of computers, like maybe they think that like the computers are easily hackable, and
he's a librarian, like I'm sure there is something to like having the information written down, you know.
But he should be decoding it. Like he should have like a glyph, and then like the glyph there should be a key, and the key should have like missing spots, and you have to have like two pieces of paper to sort out what the key is, and he should have one paper on him at all times, like, and it should be like, I don't know, different characters, like
there needs to be like redacted sections, like the fact that it so clearly says. So I wrote this down: the key is not directly described in any known literature, but all research indicates an energy matrix vibrating at a dimensional frequency beyond normal human perception. Only those outside reality can see the key's true nature, which explains all of the people in the psych ward saying like, you don't belong here. The key is also susceptible to necromanced animal detection, particularly those of the canine or serpent construction. So that's the big snake thing that hissed at her.
Do you remember? I don't remember if it was this season or last season. There was like a wolf on a roof. Was that this season? Because I remember a wolf on a roof and it was following somebody. And
that was like, the Oz episode.
And was that this season or last season? I don't know.
It was early this season.
So, okay. But was the wolf tracking Dawn? I was just wondering if that was another Easter egg.
So, but you might be right, but I don't think so.
Yeah, I just remember because when I heard canine, I thought wolf, and then
that's a good point.
The wolf on the roof, and I was like, oh, was that another Easter egg? But yeah,
it's definitely something to keep an eye out for in terms of like the future as well. Like we could see dogs, wolves, whatever come into play, werewolves. So they talk about like Monk's possessed ability to transform energy, bend reality. They started work, but the council has suggested to us what they that they were interrupted, presumably by Glory. They obviously did manage to accomplish the task. They had to be certain the Slayer would protect it with her life, so they sent the key to her in human form, in the form of a sister. Why are you being plain as day about this? Like we like you said, encode it, like redact some of it, break up the information and store it in separate locations. Like,
I'm
what?
surprised that it was like, oh, like, and that sister is named Dawn, and her last name
Yes.
is Summers,
Her
and
social security number is this.
her blood type is this, and she lives at this address. Like,
And this is exactly what her schedule is on a day-to-day basis.
it's like her favorite candy is this. So if you
Lure
lure
her in.
into a van, she'll probably go with you. It's like it's just ridiculous. Sometimes I like Giles is supposed to be a genius, and sometimes he's just plain old stupid.
It's so irresponsible. It's so reckless considering they've talked about how important it is that Glory does not find this key. They're like pointing to exactly what the key is. And a 14-year-old girl can figure it out. I mean, obviously she's very intelligent, she's insightful, but like, come on, give me a break here. So Dawn is like
Yeah.
devastated, right?
Even
Like,
even Spike put two and two together. Like, I mean,
yeah.
she figured it out before it plain flat said sister, but he was like, yeah, oh, that's you, little niblet or whatever he keeps
Yeah,
calling.
I think that's what he called her. Yeah.
Actually kind of cute. I like it, but
Yeah.
I, I
I
just
did like him trying to lift the troll hammer and like doing all the fucking around in the shop. I thought was pretty fun. But yeah, Dawn is now devastated because she knows that she is not real, quote unquote, right? Like she was made by the monks. She's this key. The only reason she even exists is because they figured, a sister of the Slayer would be the best protector, like most well protected key. So she is devastated. And then, like, obviously, trigger warning, we're going to talk about the next scene, which does involve self harm. So, like, there are resources we can put in the show notes if you need help. But this was really like jarring that very suddenly we are back in the Summers house and in walks Dawn and she's bleeding. She's holding a knife. And it's like, whoa, like it jumped from like she gets this information and I feel like she processes this information at like warp speed to really get. I feel like she already maybe it's not such warp speed because she had an inkling, right? Like she had an inkling that something about her was different, and this is just like the confirmation that she's different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree with you. I did think it was like pretty jarring. I think like seeing her with that giant knife and she cut it wasn't her wrist, it was her forearm, but
Right.
still, like seeing that blood, it was shocking to see because I think that I was expecting like tantrums and like some of the stuff that we saw later in the episode, but the fact that she went there, but honestly, I was thinking the same thing. So I don't even fault her for like, do I bleed? Like I was thinking something very
Yes.
similar. Like, how real is she? If she cuts herself, will she bleed? Like, does she? I don't know.
Well, she
Like,
wants to see if like I mean,
does she feel pain? Like
Yes.
we haven't seen some of these elements yet from her because she's been like protected. But I was wondering the same thing before this episode because like how real is she? And she's real. Like she exists. She bleeds, like she feels pain, like
she's very human, right? Like
very
she's
human.
devastated. She feels all the spectrum of human emotion. Like of course she's bleeding, but obviously she needs to know more. What she lacks is information.
Yeah.
And we get Buffy and Joyce going to her and kind of saying, we wanted to wait until you were a little older. And then she, of course, asks the question of like, well, how old even am I? She, Joyce says 14, but she's really only like 6 months old. It's been 6 months since the premiere.
Yeah, honestly. And that also was a bit like kind of like a gut punch. I don't fault Dawn for how she's reacting at all
No.
throughout the episode. I think that like how she's acting is extremely valid and like but on the flip side of things, I don't know what Buffy could have done better on how she reacted with Dawn. I don't think the move was to tell her right away when she found out. Like that's
No.
not the thing that should have
No, but
happened.
maybe the move I mean, if you're gonna tell the Scoobies, it's almost like, if you see how bad they are at keeping this a secret, maybe that's when you move to tell Dawn. But I think Dawn reacts poorly no matter what. I truly think that's the case. Like, I
Like, how
don't think
could you not?
yeah, it's basically like being told you're adopted, but times a million. Like, it's like
It's like, well, this is not your real mom, but you also don't have a real mom because
because
you
you're not
don't
even really
exist.
human. Yeah, like
You
it's
don't
awful.
exist.
And like Michelle Trachtenberg, holy
Yeah.
shit. Like her performance was absolutely incredible. And specifically in this scene, I mean the whole episode, but specifically the scene where Joyce and Buffy are trying to comfort her and she's screaming at them to get out. Like she's devastated. And to find out that essentially everyone in your life has been lying to you to protect you when how long has she, I mean, in her mind, she's been hearing that her entire life. Like that's always been the way. She's always been the one who's been babied and protected. And so she's tired of this. And then she overhears Buffy, or what she thinks Buffy is saying is she probably feels like she can do or say anything
This
right now.
was
She's not real.
this out of context shit was so bad because like we didn't even hear Buffy say like she probably is feeling like, we only hear the bad, and of course that's
Yeah.
what Tom hears. So it's just like that part of it was just like so ridiculous, and also
It's
like
very
TV
sitcom-y.
mechanics. Exactly, it's very Three's Company.
Yeah, like, oh, I'm a misunderstanding. But like,
Yeah, I
yeah,
misunderstand.
and it
But
was because Dawn got suspended from school because she was acting out again because of all of this, which again
of
I'm
course
like,
you would.
why the fuck? Like, first of all, we put her in Spike's crypt to protect her, and now you're sending her to school alone. Like, and the schools didn't have security like they do nowadays. Like, you could just walk into a school and take a kid back then.
Yeah, that's
Like,
true.
it's crazy. So she is really having a rough time, and she fucks up her room like in glorious fashion. Good
yeah.
God. She rips her journals apart, which that was such a good touch, I thought, because like she thinks she's been journaling for years.
Yeah,
So she
since
has
she was
all
7.
this stuff in
So
writing.
half her life she's been writing in her diary, and
Mhm.
it's all fake memories, plus it's all, she did not write 7 years worth of stuff. Like it came into existence from nothingness. It's
Right.
such a mind fuck. Like honestly, even if Dawn once again, like trigger warning, cut herself to see if she would bleed, to see if she was real. But like also if she was intentionally trying to harm herself, like to be honest with you, like when you find something out like that, like how can you not react in an extreme? So she sets all of her diaries on fire in the trash can, which I kind
I
of
love this so much.
I kind of wish that like it wasn't contained in the trash can. Like, wouldn't it have been like crazier? She just set the whole house on fire. Fuck you, everybody! I'm gonna burn this shit to the ground.
I like how they toyed with us in terms of like you think it's the alarms that Willow
Yeah.
and Tara set, but it's the smoke alarm because of the fucking fire she
Yeah.
set in her
Yeah.
room. Also,
And then
no one hears her smashing shit. No one's like, wonder what
No.
that noise is.
I think like when you have a teenager, you probably do hear your kid smashing shit, and you're just like, I don't know, I'm not gonna deal with that right now. Like, let them smash the shit. But I think like it's just very much like Buffy and Joy. Oh my god,
Joyce.
I forgot again. Right. Because Joyce does not bring me joy. That's what it was. Okay, Joyce. They're very much like, we don't know how to handle her, and Joyce is like, she's like, let me make you like soup with like the stars, and like let me like tuck you
Yeah.
in. And Buffy's like, she's not sick. She's like, needs to know where she comes from. And then Joyce is like, what she needs is a sister. So they're kind of like debating on like what the best way to deal with Dawn is.
Yeah.
And all of that debating leads Dawn to smash up her room, light it on fire, and go out the window.
Incredible. And she is like wandering around, not really knowing where to go, what to do. She hears some sirens from an ambulance. She decides she's going to go to the hospital because that's where she remembered the people saying she wasn't real. So she goes to the psych ward and she runs into none other than Mr. Knight of Potassium, who got his ass handed to him by Glory, not her minions, because why are you sending a minion for a god's job? And Glory, let me just say, in all her red and her like red velvet pants, like just truly iconic. She then sucks the guy's brains out or whatever, doing her little trick, and he ends up in the mental ward. And he bumps into, or she bumps into him, who says like, oh, he knows that she's the key. And of course, working that shift that night is good old Dr. Ben, who earlier had a run-in with one of Glory's minions. And this is where I think we should start talking about what the hell's going on between Dr. Ben and Glory, because they were talked about as if they're family, right? Like he talks about her as like a sister, their family, they're together. Now, I think it's really interesting. Dr. Ben specifically says to the minion, Glory can't lay a finger on me and she knows it. Now, like, maybe you could say, oh, well, it's her brother and she can't, hurt him, whatever. But later, when we see this like weird ass Freaky Friday like shifteroo situation, body snatching.
Yeah.
I think they're like conjoined gods or something. Like not conjoined, like not like physically. Like it's like that they are connected in a way that you can't separate them.
Two sides of the same coin.
Yes, like light and dark, good and bad.
They are like that song from Simba's Pride, We Are One. You know that song?
No. It's from the first Lion King?
No, I think Simba's Pride is the second one.
That's why I don't know it.
Yeah, you gotta. It's basically you and I, we are fine, we are one, something like that. I don't know. You think that they're one? I
think they are inextricably linked, so that one does not exist without the other, which is why she can't fuck with him. Because if it's just her brother, she theoretically could fuck with him.
Yes.
What do you think about that?
I think it makes sense. I think like okay, they are not brother and sister.
Well, they are.
But they're the same.
Like they're like conjoined. Like they're like Gemini twins. They're like linked.
So she's a hell god. Is he a heaven god? And they are the same god, but like Gemini twins. Like
what if like their dad died? Their mom and dad are like also gods, right? And so like, but there was a curse put on them. So one of their babies came out evil and one of their babies came out good.
That kind of sucks. That's not great. Okay, like how about they were twins, they were brother and sister, and she is evil, so she absorbed him.
Okay.
But the thing is that like she can take over his body. There's no fucking way he can take over her body. So
no, because she's the more powerful twin.
Because she is evil, he is good. He is light, she is dark. Something like that.
Because all we've seen of Dr. Ben, he was like very kind to Buffy.
He's like a scam artist.
All we've seen of Ben is that he was kind to Buffy. He did bring down that weird mutant thing, but like that was to clean up Glory's mess, but that was bad. So like, is he a wimp? Maybe they're both evil, but he just sucks at being evil.
Maybe. But he did. So like they're having this conversation and like he's being like nice guy and he's like, tell me what's wrong. And she's like starting to go on about her family and like her sister, and Ben's like, I know how that is. Like I have a really shitty sister too. And then all of a sudden, like Dawn starts blabbering, which is another like, you dummy. That's the only time where I was like, Dawn, you're a dummy, because like
she's a teenager,
whatever. And then he is like, oh my god, you're the key, you're what Glory is looking for, you gotta go. And then like I don't know what signaled Glory, like, is it the panic? Is it the fact that, like, he's within the radius? Like,
I think
why
it's a sense thing. Like, you know how like if you hit one twin, the other twin feels it. I wonder if she could sense the panic in him. And so then she's like, oh, I got to go inhabit his body. Cause he's like, she's coming. I can feel it. Get out of here.
Get out of here. So then he dissipates. Once again, like, does he go into her body? Is he like where she was? Or does he just zap into unexistence?
Or
I'm just trying to figure out what like the logistics of this is.
No, this is a very good question because I think maybe I'm not taking into account the whole part of their immortal bodies. So like theoretically, because Glory chose that body, but could she be like, no, I want a different one now? And so she just pops on over into Ben's.
That would make sense, but then where does Ben go? He just like goes away until
gets shoved to the back. He's like
he's in there. He's in there. Or is it like a Professor Quirrell thing and then Glory turns around and then it's Ben face?
That's fucking horrifying.
I don't think that's true because I think we did see the back of Glory's head.
Oh my no, and it was hair. Yeah. Oh my god. No, I do think it's kind of like he's there, like he can see and hear what's happening, but he's not controlling
it's like
the
a
wheel.
morphing thing. Because this is the other thing that I found probably the most fascinating.
I'm sorry, just picturing fucking Dr. Ben's head on the back of fucking Glory's head.
I know, it's horrifying. And it was also horrifying when I watched the first Harry Potter movie as basically an infant. Not really. I think a teenager. I was probably Dawn's age. I don't remember that when that movie came out, but it was scary. But anyway, this is what I thought, that they were royally fucked. Like, I thought the whole gig is over. And like, as soon as she comes into the body, now we know she has no fucking memory. No. So that makes me think that they're not exactly one, because if they were,
she doesn't have his memories.
She doesn't have his memories. So then like they were just having a conversation. She doesn't even know why she was projected into his body. Yeah. You know, I thought that like when she was going to go over there, she would be like even if it was like Ben found the key, which signals to Glory, which Glory knows that if something like that happens, then the key is in the proximity, right? Like you would think like something like that would be the
maybe
case.
It's the word key, because Dawn said key.
No, because when he was talking to the minion, which I don't even know that minion's name. I'm gonna call him Glib Glob because he looks like a Glib Glob. Like, he really does. Right? Have you ever seen somebody that looks more like a Glib Glob than Glib Glob?
He is quite Glib Globby.
Yes. So when he spoke to Glib Glob in the car, they were definitely talking about the key, I think. Maybe. But maybe it's the key.
But you're right. She doesn't have his memories. And so she's confused as to why she's even there. Like, hey, what are you doing here? But you know what?
I know you.
You're here now. Like, must make use of you. And Dawn is an icon and a queen and uses this as an opportunity to try to get information about the key.
Yeah, once again, very smart.
Yeah, bright green, swirly shimmer. Yeah. I do love Glory getting frustrated, and she's like, no you talking, me talking.
Yeah, I do love when she kind of acts out a little. It's very
and it makes sense, right? Because we know she needs to steal more people's brains. Like, if she doesn't have enough brains, then she like starts to lose her mind a bit. And so she's like, you know what? I might as well. I was going to send a message to your sister Buffy anyway. I might as well steal your brains. And so meanwhile, the Scoobies have been looking for Dawn. As soon as they find cigarette butts in one of the things at the magic shop
or something, they're like, it's all Spike's fault. It's Spike.
Yeah, so Buffy goes over there and blames it on him. And I love that he's painting his nails and he's like, these are wet.
I'm glad I have clarification on the nail situation, because I just didn't know if he just always had black nails. Like, it just was like on him. Like, maybe he like banged his nails on a rock once too
Yeah,
many
it's like
times.
blood under the
Yeah.
nail. Yeah.
But no, he paints them. He takes the effort and the time to paint them, which I feel like is critical information that I really needed to know. Why? I'm not quite sure, but it's just something that I needed to know.
We've been wondering. So that's it. It just cleared things up for us.
The world is much more clear now. Thank you.
Yeah. Yep. So right, she blames Spike and he's just like, listen, you're just mad because you could have told her and you didn't. So of course you're gonna blame me. Well, guess what? I was there looking out for her. I thought she'd be safer if I were there. They end up going as a tag team because we have Giles and Xander. And like, Xander, I just gave you such a good rating. Can we ranking, sorry. Can we not do the like, oh, Dawn's a magical key and she has a crush on me? Like, stop. She's a child and you're being weird.
That was a little weird. That was probably his worst line of the episode. I forgive though.
I know.
Was
I'm hoping I can forget it.
one can only hope.
Tara and Willow are off together and Spike and Buffy are together looking. And Buffy does say he was right. This is my fault. I should have told her. And Spike does seem to try to like, no, you'll find her. Like she would have found out no matter what. Like you were in a tough spot. Like he is being kind to her in this moment.
I will give Spike that for sure. I thought that he was comforting and kind in this moment of strife from Buffy.
Yeah. And he goes in to help with the whole Glory takedown. Like he's not super successful, but he tries.
Yes. I liked what Spike was doing in this episode with Buffy in these moments. I thought that
nice.
He was, and I don't even blame him once again for like Buffy was blaming Spike, like, how could you let her find out that way? Number one, he didn't know. Like, he didn't know. So he wasn't privy to this information. And he was doing what she told him to do in the first place, was protect her. So he followed her into a situation that could have been dangerous. So he just did exactly what she asked. He didn't know what they were going to uncover. He just thought they were going to go there and like do some stealies.
Yeah. So big fight at the hospital because the Scoobies end up going to the hospital looking for Dawn. They discover Glory's there. We get some kicky, punchy moments. And then Tara and Willow douse Glory in fucking glitter like monsters.
No, glitter
this
is great.
Horrible. Poor Glory is going to be picking pieces of glitter out of her beautiful hair for centuries.
Glitter is a beautiful thing. Don't be a hater of glitter.
Fuck glitter. You know what? I love Christmas and I love the holiday season, and I am very much like looking forward to all of that kicking off. But don't you dare put fucking glitter on my Christmas decorations. I hate it. I refuse to buy it. And don't even get me started on when people send me cards and there's glitter on them. Like people still don't know. Years have gone by.
I have like a bunch of like these things.
Yeah, no.
And they really do. I've had them for probably like 5 years and they still shed glitter and sequins.
It's horrendous. It's terrible. And poor Glory.
It's pretty crazy.
She got it dumped on her fucking head because they're using some teleportation spell.
I just lost more sequins.
The gonorrhea of craft supplies. It's gonna be there forever.
Also, I mean, have you heard about the conspiracy about Big Glitter? Like that there's like a company that like has like 90% of the world's glitter or something, but like it's top secret and nobody will admit about like who has the glitter, who's using the glitter.
I haven't heard this.
You haven't heard this?
Oh, no,
and
like, I don't know that I want to. It's so terrible for the environment too.
We don't know who's using all the glitter. We don't know. We don't know if it's going into toothpaste. We don't know if it's going. We don't know who's using the glitter.
I'm gonna tell my dentist because I don't want glitter in my toothpaste. Maybe they could do something about it.
No. It's a conspiracy. Who uses all the glitter? I mean, nobody knows. That's the thing.
So it's like the De Beers of glitter.
I don't know what De Beers is.
They own all the diamonds.
What?
Anyway, they own all the diamonds. That's why diamonds are so expensive, because they have a monopoly on them, and they've inflated the importance of them when they're not worth that much, but it's because of the supply and demand. And if you control all of the supply and the high demand, whatever. Anyway, big fight. They teleport her into the sky. She falls down. She'll be fine. But I feel like I need to note here that then when they asked Dawn, like, oh, what were you doing here? She's like, oh, I was talking to Dr. Ben, but like he must have left before Glory showed. I'm like, does she have a fucking brain tumor too? What the fuck is going on here?
I don't
The fuck is
know.
that about?
I just think it's like has to be something with like Glory and having like your memory blipped. Like I think it's just like something like that.
Just saying, there's a lot of brain shit happening this season
Mhm.
between Glory stealing people's brains, all the people in the psych ward, Joyce's tumor. Like, there's a lot going on, and now suddenly Dawn doesn't remember some stuff. It's like, I'm paying
Yeah.
attention.
Are brains scary?
In what way? Like, if you were to show me like a human
Yeah.
brain, no, I wouldn't be as scared of a human brain. Like, it looks weird.
Yeah.
It's all like bumpy and fucking
That could have
weird.
been a
But if you
weird
have a smooth
question.
brain, then it's not good. Like,
No, I heard
I'm
it
afraid of
wasn't.
bad brain stuff happening. Like, I've full on told people, like, if I ever get Alzheimer's, like, put me out of my misery. Like, I don't want any part of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's scary shit, you know? You lose
Well,
yourself.
yeah.
So.
Well, maybe never mind.
Anyway,
That was gonna be really mean, and it just doesn't need to be said.
okay. So, that was weird shit. And that was basically our episode. And then Buffy's like, oh, don't worry. We'll thank
Yeah, they
Dr. Ben next time we see him.
yeah, and then like they comfort each other, and like she's
Oh,
like,
the blood on blood thing. Yeah.
oh my god, yeah, very much
was
like
wrong.
practical magic. Like,
Yeah, don't do that. Like, I don't care if you're related. I don't think it's good. It's not sanitary to like touch two open wounds together from different people. It's just not right.
It's not right. But also, like, she's like, you're not my sister. Like, why do you even care? And like Buffy's like, I do care. I love you. And
This is Summer's blood. You bleed, I bleed.
Oh yeah.
You jump,
Oh,
I jump.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Very practical magic in that
Yeah.
way. Yeah, I mean, I thought like this was such a fascinating episode. Like,
I loved it.
yeah, so interesting. And I'm very excited to kind of continue to unravel this like mystery of what like this Glory and Ben thing is.
If he actually is a doctor, are you gonna issue a formal apology to him?
As in like if Ben the god, or
Yeah.
the brother slash relative of the god went to medical school
Yeah.
and did his internship and a
Yeah.
residency. If he did all of that, then yeah, of course.
Okay,
But
great.
it's like, how does he have the time to be a god, watch after Glory, go to medical
It's
school,
really talented.
get a residency? You know, like it's just like not possible. Like, did he do a match day? I don't even know.
Yeah.
How do you know he's a doctor and not a very respectable male nurse?
Because I think it was confirmed he was a doctor. Anyway,
Who?
the people at the hospital. I don't know.
Oh.
There was a very brief mention of Riley, and mostly because he didn't call on Buffy's birthday.
Well, yeah, and she was like,
they're not
oh,
together. So.
Willow was like, oh, like, you know, not even a card, and she's like, well,
it's your fucking ex. Why would he send a card? So fucking weird.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't expect Riley to send a card, but I thought that Buffy had like a healthy thought process around it, like, oh, who knows like where he is. There's probably like a no contacting civilians thing, but also like they're broken up, so, and he didn't even know that she ran after him in the helicopter. So, you know, he last time they interacted, he thought that she just didn't show up. You know?
Yeah. I'm with you. I don't think he should have sent a fucking card.
That would be
like,
weird.
We're broken up. Don't be weird.
You send, I mean, now the equivalent is like an ex sending you a birthday text, which is an epidemic and runs rapid in the streets and is a problem.
That's a real big problem. Okay, do you want to hear about the Angel episode that I watched?
Yeah.
It actually was interesting. It wasn't any Angel anniversary, as that was the title of the episode.
Oh.
But basically, here's what I found out. I have some cliff notes for you that I think you're going to enjoy. Number 1, apparently Angel has a beige aura, which we all been knew.
Who reads auras now?
This was the host guy at the karaoke place that can like predict futures and stuff.
Oh, okay. So now he's reading auras.
He spends the entire episode hanging out with Angel and like this buddy cop duo. Loved
Interesting.
him, absolutely adore him. Replace Angel with him, please. He's very fun. He wakes Angel up by singing like the Star Spangled Banner, I think it was, in the hotel, and it was very iconic. He also lets some little lore drop where he says something about Wesley is going to play a huge part in blah, 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 blah. And then Angel, of course, cuts him off, which pissed me right off. But, you know, Wesley's going to be important somehow. So keep that in mind.
I mean, Wesley's already important. He's like part of the main cast. What do you
Yes,
mean?
but he's like integral in some part for something.
Okay.
Maybe in the prophecy. I don't know. Remember, there's a whole prophecy thing.
Yes.
But this whole episode follows a character who looks so much like McLovin. It's funny. And he is at UCLA. He's a student at UCLA, and he's working on like science for time stuff, like stopping time, essentially. And he goes to karaoke bars, sings super fucking sad songs, like All by Myself, even though he has a girlfriend whose their anniversary is coming up. The girl is in Scandal. This is where she's from. And they're dating, and he overhears that she's going to break up with him on their anniversary. But she said, but first, obviously I have to fuck him. Like, you have to do it one more time. So it's going to be post-coital breakup. He gets super depressed about this. Now, meanwhile, some demon dudes have been watching him and protecting him because they want him to stop time, because it's basically going to end the world, but he doesn't know that. So meanwhile, this is all, so the karaoke host knows this because he's saying at his bar. So he like fainted because he got this vision, blah, blah, blah. So they're off on a buddy cop duo journey to stop this man. Meanwhile, the other trio are working, and they're like taking on this other case, which they do actually solve, mostly due to Wesley's like powers of like deduction and reasoning. He's able to kind of solve this thing, and they have this big party. It's really cute and fun. But back over to McLovin. So he does stop time. He stops time on purpose while they were fucking.
Oh.
What a weirdo. Like, truly, what a fucking weirdo. Because he's like, I just wanted to make our love last forever. You fucking nasty bitch.
Okay, so it wasn't like a time freeze. It's just like she didn't freeze. The time itself froze.
So basically, it starts, and it started like on them, like centered on them, and then it bubbled out. And what he didn't realize was that it was going to bubble to be like the whole world. So host karaoke guy comes to Angel, and he's like, hey dude, need your help, world's gonna end. And Angel's like, I don't really care because I'm moody and broody and beige. And he's like, a bitch, maybe you should care. And then they kind of like had this bonding thing throughout the episode where Angel admits that like he fired the trio because they're human, so they're not going to be able to handle the fact that I have to take down Darla, and that like they can't handle it, and you know how Angel gets. But they have like a little bit of a come to Jesus moment, and the host is like, you know what, you did a good job talking to that human, good on you, you're getting better at it. But McLovin apologizes because he didn't know that it was gonna ruin the whole world.
So maybe I'm just too much in the weeds, but so like he froze time, so it like is just indefinitely like 8 p.m. at night forever.
I'm sorry, they fixed it. So I meant to say that. So
no,
the host and Angel they killed these demons, and the demons were the ones that were like keeping it, like keeping the thing working.
Now, okay, say it's always 6 o'clock indefinitely. Is that even a problem?
Then no one moves. Like you're stuck in time. You're frozen.
So they are frozen.
No, because they stopped the bubble.
Why am I so no. During this time.
Yeah, they're frozen.
Everybody is frozen.
Yes, but keep in mind it's starting, the origin point is the couple fucking, McLovin and his girlfriend fucking.
McLovin and his girlfriend, the girl from Scandal.
Yeah.
They're frozen.
And then it balloons to like his apartment building.
He can't undo it.
Yes. Angel and the host kill the demons and fix it.
Okay, whatever.
Anyway, that was the episode. It was pretty entertaining, mostly because I enjoyed the host a lot, and I thought it was
Yeah.
really fun that he called Angel boring and beige.
Yeah, he's probably one of those characters that, like, oh, he was supposed to be in for like an episode or two, but he's
Yes.
like such a good character
He gives
and
that vibe.
yeah, like good on set, so they like keep bringing him back.
Yeah,
Type of
he
thing.
definitely gives that vibe.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was the Angel episode. I thought it was pretty fun. It was pretty good. It was entertaining, and the guy really did look like McLovin. Although I don't really understand, if he was so happy with his girlfriend, why was he at karaoke bars singing sad, lonely songs? I don't understand.
Maybe he just like kind of felt like it was gonna happen. I don't know. I'm sad that he was gonna get broken up with though.
Oh, he did get broken up with, yeah.
I got some like really good tea from like my dentist today about her son, and he got broken up with after he brought her to this like 2-day like family hangout retreat. Like, and it was like at like the grandparents' house, and like all of the cousins were there. And like,
did she end it after or during?
After? But that's so like, that's crazy.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yikes. I wonder if he thinks like, did the family do like, is it the family?
I don't know, but apparently he's in a depression right now.
How old is he?
He's a sophomore in college.
Oh, that's a rough time.
Yeah. And he doesn't want to date anybody else right now. He just wants to focus on himself, he said.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah.
But he's saying that to his mom. So how true is that? He's like, no, I really want to hit it and quit it with every fucking vagina on the block.
I don't know. He might be a little dorky. I don't know.
That doesn't mean he can't get sex.
That's true. McLovin.
He's in college.
I know. That's true. Yeah. So that's part of the many things that I got out of my dentist today.
Good God. Okay. Let's wrap up with some feedback we got from Andrew. I'm very glad to hear that you're enjoying season 5. If you weren't, I may have had to quit the podcast. We're happy that you are not quitting. On the Angel side of things, Shelter Girl from the last episode is Chanterelle/Lily. Oh yeah, our friend Todd, the librarian, did let us know this. From season 2, episode 7, Lie to Me, and season 3, episode 1, Anne of Buffy. You may remember at the end of Anne, Lily asked Buffy if she could be Anne, and apparently that was the name that finally stuck with her. I don't blame you for not recognizing her. I never would have if someone else hadn't pointed it out to me. And if you've watched Blood Ties, then you should know how Glory and Ben are connected. So my question for you is this: if you had to share a body with someone, who would it be? Am I controlling the body, or am I like,
are we the Ben in the situation or the Glory in the situation?
I would say we're the Glory because we're giving ourselves power. Why not? Why wouldn't we? You know?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so whose body am I jumping into? Whose life am I jumping into?
Gosh, I don't even know, because like, even like, you know, you would think like, oh, like a celebrity, like you go into somebody who is like rich or powerful, but you don't want that because you get chased by the paps all the time. So
those paps do be chasing.
The paps do be chasing.
The paps be chasing.
And that's uncomfortable.
I think I would want, like, I don't even know who I would want, because it would be someone who has some money, but not too much money, who has like who's successful enough to where you're comfortable.
Right.
You know? But I don't know that person. But I would want that. I would want the anonymity.
Yes. I'm trying to think, like, you know, like,
maybe it's temporary though.
Like like Hillary Duff. Like, nobody's like chasing Hillary Duff down.
I don't know. She did yell at the paps when they took a picture of her son.
Oh, but she was very respectful about it. She was
I
like,
know, I'm
hey,
just saying that the paps were chasing
kid.
her son.
Yeah. Or like some other like Disney star that's like living off of like Disney money.
The
royalties, getting a royalty check like every other day, but then like is like away from it all. I don't know. You know what I mean?
It's a tough question. Yeah. Well, I have to think about it more, because I don't know that I have an answer right now, especially once we learn a little bit more on how the Glory Ben thing works.
Yeah.
So, okay, next week, I'm very excited. Season 5, episode 14, we have a special guest. Our friend Lindy, TV Lindy, the one and only, is going to be joining us. And the episode title is Crush. Now, if they fucking fake me out and this is about Spike and Buffy, I'm going to be fucking pissed. However, since Lindy is joining us, and I know she loves Spike, I imagine it's going to have a lot to do with Spike and Buffy.
Let's do love. I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
About Lindy?
No.
We love Lindy. And then Angel is season 2, episode 14, The Thin Dead Line.
Oh,
We're gonna have to watch that one. It sounds, is it like one of those, like, like the heart monitor things, like beep, beep,
Yeah,
and then it goes flatlined?
Yeah, maybe.
It's a deadline.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Maybe.
Ooh, deadline. Maybe it's like a play on, like, you have a deadline. Anyway.
Oh, no.
It's probably not. That's boring. So that's what we're watching next week. In the meantime, I don't know, go listen to old Buffy stuff, just check out what we have going on. Go check me out on You Had Me at Podcast. We're now doing rom-coms. We recently released our Say Anything podcast, and next up is 10 Things I Hate About You. So that will be fun.
Oh, that's like your favorite.
It's one of my faves. I'm really excited to talk about it.
You already podcasted about that, though.
I'm going to podcast about it again.
Okay.
Yeah, you can talk about that movie forever and ever and ever and ever.
Well,
Plus,
and we also did it like years ago. You probably don't even remember what you said.
That was going to be my second point. I don't remember anything I said. We're lucky if I even remember I podcasted about
Maybe
something.
we body snatched. Maybe that's how I knew that's what you were going to say.
There you go. That's scary. Okay. Anything else, Sarah?
No, not
Then
really.
Let's get out of here. Until next time, everyone. Here endeth the lesson.
Just ask. Shit 90 shows taught me.
Shit 90 Shows Taught Me was not filmed before a live studio audience.